So look, y'all,
Shedeur
quick
Taylor.
question before we get up out of this piece. Charlie, what do you think about this whole Shedeur Sanders not shaking the hand of that, whatever that weird last name quarterback was and all of that? What do y'all think about that? I mean, what's your thoughts in general?
It wasn't great. It wasn't great. I'm Shedeur and Dion and the Sanders is they have their own unique brand, their own unique swag, the way that they carry themselves, and it's probably gonna rub some people the wrong way. Honestly, it reminds me he doesn't because he doesn't have the arm talent that Baker does, but he has a lot of Baker Mayfield polarization to him. I feel
Yeah.
like other teams really don't like him at all. I think every team that plays against Shedeur doesn't like him, and this is one of the reasons why. Like it's similar to Baker Mayfield, midfield, going crazy, grabbing his stuff and whatnot. But that's not what franchise quarterbacks do. This type of tact is not necessarily what franchise quarterbacks do. I do like him on the football field. His arm's not super great, but he's accurate. He's good under pressure. He's cool. But that I wasn't a big fan of that one.
The reason I'm not a big fan of it, right, is because, and is this reasons particularly, is because it says something about like him like smelling his own, like, you know what I'm saying? He drinking his own Kool-Aid. He like all in all his own sniffing salt or whatever you would call
Team
that.
ain't that good.
Because it's like that's what I'm saying. It's like you feeling yourself a little too much and you're not good enough, nor is your team good enough, right? You're putting a target on your back because it's like you could have shook his hand, like, you know what I'm saying, and been like, all that junk he was talking about on Instagram, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, but you could shake his hand and do that. So then to be like, nah, and to show him up like that is just not, it's not a sportsman-like thing. I don't even think it's that deep, like, but it's like the way you did it and the way you was talking, he's like, keep talking that, you can't, da-da-da. It's like, bro, you're not good enough. Like he got a song, which I kind of weirdly like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Perfect time. But it's like, so you got all this stuff going on, you wearing the ice, like, bro, you haven't done anything enough for like you to be doing that. Like you can't have this superstar swag and like you smelling yourself, like, you know what I'm saying, when you haven't done anything. Cause it lets me know that you're probably not working as hard as you can to improve yourself. That's why it's a flag to me. It's like you already think that you hot shit, it lets me know are you a student? Are you like, yo, I need to get better? Are you thinking you hot shit? Like, I just don't like that is the optic of it that I really don't like,
I will say before I let you go, Nell, this is we addressed it a little bit with Caleb. This is the NIL era. Like these kids feel a little bit different about themselves nowadays. They driving these crazy cars. They on KFC commercials, and they got a little change in their pocket. It changes how they act.
Landscape has changed in football. Once upon a time, you guys never attacked college players. Now they're making more money than y'all, and some of y'all are envious and jealous about that. So you're on the attack.
How they approach the game, how they see themselves, and
but even
if it's it gets to some people's head. He is Deion Sanders' son, so
But that's even worse and bigger indictment though, because it's like Deion should be like, yo, relax a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like Deion of all people I know, but should be like in the position.
You know what? I take it back. I'm fine with it.
Okay, here we go.
I like Deion Sanders' level of confidence, brash, and arrogance. If his son got it, let me get him.
That's interesting because I was having this conversation earlier, ironically, with my mom. So she was asking me how I felt about it because she refers to me for everything football. My mom's actually a basketball expert, so I got to go for her for that. But that's neither here nor there. I just don't like it. Is it that deep? No, but it obviously I'm an old man in my 30s. I don't like the new social media era, all that type of stuff, right? So I mean, get it. But like, so realistically, I don't have a strong opinion about it. But if you force me into an opinion, the thing is, what you said is cool, is right, Charlie. And that's exactly what I told my mom. Like he pretty much basically acts like his dad. What position did his dad play again?
Cornerback.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want that. Let me ask a better question. Let me ask a better question. What position did his dad not play?
Quarterback.
I don't like it. I just don't like it. It's not. I'm not saying he can't do it. Who am I? I ain't nothing but a fan. It's not the end of the world. It's not to say that would necessarily change my opinion on him as a player. I haven't watched the whole lot of him. I saw a little bit, but I mean, nothing jumps off the screen to me. I like strong arms, but I'm not saying he's not good. I just don't like it. I didn't like it. I don't like that as a quarterback. It just doesn't make me feel good to like. I didn't like Baker Mayfield. You know, I didn't like Baker Mayfield until he humbled himself totally.
And by the way, look, he's
Now
a better
the best
quarterback now that he's humble. Like, by the way, he's a better quarterback
Way
now.
better.
He's humbled himself,
Way better.
right?
Way
You know what I'm
better.
saying? And you could tell
had
that he had that humbling made him go back and do what? Work harder. Because when you smelling yourself like that, especially
And look,
at that
Shedor's
position,
young. He's young. So him being young, well, you're asking me to judge it as it is right now.
Right.
It's not. He's not that he think it's the worst thing. So I'm not
right?
saying
And we are splitting
draft him.
hairs. Yeah. We
I'm
split hairs.
just saying,
I don't think that crazily about it, but if we getting deep and like we get
Right.
into this bag of like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's like this is the thing that is like, how hard is he really working?
See,
You know what I'm saying?
I think that this is an example of how perception shapes reality.
Right.
Because
That's
you
fair.
guys are Commanders fans and y'all have quarterbacks and y'all don't have to accept things y'all don't want to anymore. If the New York Giants took Shedeur Sanders, all of that's fine.
Daniel Jones.
Hey, forget
Look,
it.
man, it's
As
not
long
the
as
end of
it's
the
not
world.
even.
I think we're all on the same page here. If you're asking me, and it's a hot topic, if you're asking my opinion, I don't like it. But is it the end of the world? No. We know where it comes from. We know it comes from, but it's just as a leader, I personally just don't like it. It's not like I say, it's not that I like how CJ Stroud conducts himself. Like that's like I'm here to play for. I'm not saying Shedeur doesn't do that. It's just, and also, like I said, it's adding an element. I don't understand the social media stuff. It's a little deeper. I'm not acting like I'm not on social media, but I'm saying it's a little deeper. It makes them feel a little more like something the younger generation, Gen Z folks, they a little more like it. Like I don't know how you just play football and even care what he said on the internet. Like it's a little odd. But shout out to the new era, man. I'm accepting my age.
Hey man, they making money. At least they doing it legally this time.
Dog
At least
and
they
me
doing
with
it.
money. So
Now if he wins that Heisman, they don't got to take it away from him for about a decade.
yeah.
There you go.
Shout out to Reggie. Anyways, man, anything else y'all want to say if we get out of this piece?
I think we good.
I think. Look, I would like to say for the record, I do think Shedeur Sanders is a really good quarterback, and I know he gets a lot of hate probably because people have maturity issues, concerns, and his arm just isn't fantastic. That's not a great starting point, but he's clutch. You can see the ice water in his veins. He's good under pressure. He's poised. You know, Frank's out as soon as you start mentioning poise.
You started mentioning these jokes that's way down the list for me.
I think he's a good. I think he's a good prospect, and I think he should be a top 5 pick coming into the next year's draft. So that's fun.
That's what's up, man. Anyways, this has been Soggy Nachos Podcast. Thanks for listening. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Tell somebody about us. Peace.
Daniel Jones.
Let's know what y'all think.
I ain't shaking y'all hand.